Hello, magical people, and welcome back to the Daily Astro Show. My name is Meg Moonbeam, and we're here on the Meg Moonbeam and Beyond Mystic YouTube, Rumble, and X channels. And I got to say, you guys, that I'm pre-recording today's Daily Astro Show. My voice is a little bit messed up, so please forgive me. I have just traveled from Canada to Belgium, literally just arrived a few hours ago, and I'm quite jet lagged, and I'm filming this video earlier than I usually do it live here, European time, so I can get it out to you guys today. So miss all my live crew out there, but I'll be back with you on Wednesday for the next live daily Astro Show. So thank you so much for joining me, and please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Today we're going to be talking about our Western astrology horoscope for Monday, September 1st, going into Tuesday, September 2nd. And if you'd like to have a personal astrology reading with me, you can check those out at the link in the description box below. Over at Ascension Organites, we have this Double Your Power sale still happening. Spend $100 or more and get any series pyramid for free. This is valid until September 8th. And I'm just going to check here. What is I think we're still doing promotion today of our Starseed Crystal Collection, Sacred Stones of Interstellar Light. Sunny and I just put this collection out last week, and we are so grateful, you guys, for everyone that has been supporting us over at the Scorpling shop. We worked very hard, Sunny and I, before we flew over to Belgium with her partner, Dan, very late last night. We fulfilled all the orders that were placed up until Sunday morning, and Sunny's mom is fulfilling the orders while we are away. So shout out to Sunny's mom. Thanks for helping us out. If you'd like to go check out the collection, you can use code Beyond Mystic to get 10% off. So rabbit, it is the start of September. Can you guys believe it? It's absolutely crazy that we are at the start of September. And as we enter September, we are entering eclipse season. We've got a very, very powerful and potent eclipse season that we will be in the influence of for the whole month. So as we're starting the month, it's important to keep that in mind. Today specifically, September 1st, guess who's gone back into Pisces? It is Granddaddy Saturn. Okay. Saturn is back today, 29 degrees Pisces. And we are going to see as we go into this fall and winter of 2025, Saturn goes back into Pisces. Neptune goes back into Pisces. Uranus, oh, sorry guys, something in my mouth. Uranus goes back into Taurus. We're doing a little rewind, if you will. We got a taste this past summer of all the outermost planets in fire and air signs. Very different energy. Did you guys feel it? Very, very cool. Now we're taking a step back. Okay. All outer planets by September 7th, when Uranus goes retrograde, will be retrograde together. So Saturn going back into Pisces, first of all, if you have your Saturn in Pisces, you've been going through a Saturn return, okay, which is one of the biggest astrological transits we can go through. Getting initiated into that next level of adulthood, it can be more of a challenging, tricky transit, a very big life initiation and reality checks. For us as a collective, this last piece of this Saturn and Pisces transit that we are in now from September 1st until end of January 2026, it's Saturnian influence, okay, reality checks, challenges, restructuring, looking at the laws and the orders around the Piscean ruled areas of life, the health system, shots, our immunity, spirituality. Who is a real deal woo-woo person out there and who's a bullshitter, okay? Saturn conjunct Neptune is going to dissolve a lot of people in the spiritual community that are maybe fake channelers, fake gurus. We're definitely going to see that very strong over the course of the next 6 months with this end piece of Saturn and Neptune conjunct being in Pisces together. And it's also bringing, we got that North Node in Pisces already, but Saturn going back into Pisces, and then Neptune goes back into Pisces too. I think that's October. Is it October or November? I'm having a brain fart, but we're feeling that Pisces fog strong again. So we need to be very mindful of illusions, lies, brainwashing, fear porn. Okay, things that are not even real. The shadow side of Pisces, which Saturn is a malefic planet. Yes, there's positive coming out of the Saturn and Pisces transit, but there are big challenges. As Saturn is the planet that rules challenges. Pay attention to your mental health. Pay attention to your physical health. Pay attention to what you are injecting into yourself. Pay attention to lies, illusions, fear porn. Things are going to be trippy and seem kind of confusing until we get into early 2026 when we're getting out of this Pisces fog. So that's that granddaddy Saturn. He's not messing around. I'm going to be continuing to talk about him moving forward. And we can feel that shift today. I notice whenever Saturn changes signs or goes direct or retrograde, I really, really notice it. Okay. So maybe you guys notice it, but it's kind of like, it can be kind of a challenging energy in the day, or things can take a longer time, or there can be big reality check realizations coming forward. Things may not go to plan. Okay, there can be delays today going into tomorrow with Saturn having just moved back into Pisces, changing signs. We got the moon in Sagittarius until later in the afternoon Eastern time. On Monday, then moon ingresses into Capricorn and will be in Capricorn going into Tuesday. Also, forgot to mention, with that Saturn being in Pisces, Saturn rules justice and karma in Pisces, which is the health system and injectables and a lot of things that have to do with health. So with Saturn now being back in Pisces, and we're leading up to full moon lunar eclipse in Pisces on September 7th, and both eclipses this eclipse season in September are on the health axis. This is all about the health field, what's been done to us health-wise, medical advancements that are positive, Saturnian intense, hard truths to hear about what's been done to us. So this is going to be a really interesting month. Tuesday, Mercury enters Virgo, which is actually nice because Mercury is at home in Virgo and Gemini. So let's see the planetary dignities at the moment, where we're at with the planets. So we've got Mercury at home in Virgo. That's good. We've got Mars at detriment in Libra. Okay, he doesn't really like to be there. We've got Jupiter exalted in Cancer. Okay, so overall, we've got planets in places where they either like to be or they don't mind being. And we're just dealing with that Mars at detriment in Libra. Okay, anything else I want to share? Let me think. It's always different when I do this pre-recorded because I miss you guys live. We'll be back live on Wednesday. I'll just reiterate again, we're leading up to eclipse on Sunday, September 7th. We can have very faded life events. It can be a very magical energy around eclipses. So pay attention to what's coming up for you. Okay, let's pulling some cards for Monday and Tuesday. Wow. Okay. We've got the Ace of Wands. I need to fix my camera view. Okay, that actually works. Cool. Ace of Wands. This is my Halloween tarot deck that my soul sister MJ gave me. Shout out MJ. We've got the Five of Wands reversed. Interesting. Does that want to close in? No, it doesn't want to close in. Five of Wands reversed. That's okay. That's good that it's reversed, actually. And the King of Pentacles. What a beautiful card. Okay, so this actually feels like a good start to the week. Ace of Wands is like creative inspirations, breakthroughs in our passion and where we're putting our energy. This is about taking action, which is interesting because we've got so many planets retrograde right now: Pluto, Neptune, Saturn, Chiron. None of the inner planets retrograde, though. And it is an eclipse energy. So if you're having big epiphany moments with this Ace of Wands, can definitely be coming up as we're leading up to these eclipses. Take action. Okay, take action. And there's some sort of conflict that we've overcome at the start of this week. There can be, an overcoming of an issue that we've maybe been dealing with for a while as a collective or even in our personal lives. So that's nice. And then that King of Pentacles, that's interesting. That's like groundedness, wealth, security, having your shit together. That makes me think about Saturn. I'm hearing Spirit say, pay attention, pay attention, pay attention, okay, to what is actually going on in your life. I'm going to say that again. Pay attention, pay attention, pay attention to what is actually going on in your life, okay? Now that Saturn's back in Pisces, Neptune's going to go back in Pisces, full moon, lunar eclipse in Pisces on September 7th. All this Pisces, there can be a tendency for grand illusions that aren't even real, or fantasies, or escapism, or you're in a la la land about something. Okay, what is actually real? And I'm not saying in a normie way, but if you have to make a decision about something, is it based on the physical side and what you're feeling spiritually? Or is it just based on some weird spiritual thing that a psychic told you or somebody told you about, or you heard on a freaking, podcast of a guru or something like that? What is actually happening in the moment? I hope this is making sense, how this message is coming through. Make major decisions in a grounded way. Don't jump into anything that's not grounded right now. Guys, our bonus card is the Ace of Pentacles. We've just pulled 2 aces for the beginning of this week. So we're definitely on the right track. There's blessings, there's positivity, there's breakthroughs, abundance, creative inspiration, energy being restored, and 2 Pentacle cards and 2 Fire cards. Where are we putting our energy and focus into the physical realm? Wow, you guys. Very cool. Thank you guys so much for joining me, and I'll see you all on Wednesday for the next Daily Astro Show. For the rest of the day on Beyond Mystic, this is the only thing happening today? Oh, I'm not seeing a Beyond the News in... Okay, well, there should be a Beyond the News Breaking Woos happening today on the Insider Access Pass at 8 p.m. unless there's something I'm not privy to. Okay, so forgive me, you guys. You might want to check Jean-Claude and Janine's Twitter. But I think that should be happening on the IAP at 8 p.m. Eastern live. And again, you can go check out the Starseed Crystal Collection over at the Scorpling Shop. Thank you guys so much for all your support. And Carla has this sale valid until September 8th. Double your power sale. Spend $100 or more and get any beginner series pyramid for free. And if you'd like to have a personal reading with you guys, sorry, you guys, I've got like jet lag brain. La 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 la. If you would like to have a personal astrology reading with me, those are available at the link below. Currently booking into, I think, January 2026 is my earliest availability at the moment. So I love you all very, very much. Wishing you the most magical, joyous, amazing September with this eclipse energy. And I'm very grateful to be here with you along the way to share the astrology. Love you guys and see you next time. Bye.